What up, my freaks? Ruinous Insight here with part 14 of my Total Warhammer II modded Rakarth campaign. So as we saw last time, the Thousand Maws have advanced and have destroyed Musillon, and Rakarth has personally defeated the Red Duke in single combat, with Rakarth coming out quite a bit ahead, which was nice. I mean, he's only level 24, his fightiness is not yet maxed out where we want it to be, but he's already doing reasonably decent. I'll like to see what he's like when he gets fully maxed out. It'll definitely be interesting. Other than that, we have Siege Lyonesse, which is the last of the northern Bretonnian provinces, with only Carcassonne remaining in the south, which we are going to, I think, leave alone for now, just because we're closer to Misnar and all this stuff, and I want to start attacking the donut. It's about damn time, and I think that Rakarth wants to do it himself as well. Maybe I'm projecting, but hey, it does feel like he should. Once again, it is lorefully correct, I think, to attack Bretonnia, because this is literally what Rakarth did in the lore, but he also attacked Ulthuan in the lore, so, you know, they're both correct. Well, I mean, the Dark Elves have a history of attacking the Bretonnians in general and sort of horribly failing in their attacks against the donut, but we'll see if we can't remedy that, shall we? In addition to that, this should be a fairly interesting episode. Total Warhammer has only no turns, I was about to say one, but no turns remaining, so they should attack us in the field, or otherwise they will lose this tour to attrition, which will be a nice little base for us in the donut that can watch over the north. Hopefully we can defend the Shrine of Cain while we try to level it up. It's a little bit unfortunate that we have a public order reduction, but I mean, this only requires 2, so in a good, 5-6 turns-ish, we should be able to get the next Dark Tower upgraded. It'll take 8 turns. But in fact, I'm thinking about walls to get the Shrine of the Widowmaker, but the Shrine of the Widowmaker will come up earlier than that, so it's actually still going to be nice, but I just want to protect this area just because it's got some nice stuff. In fact, wait, are we able to recruit heroes in now? Damn, I was hoping we could recruit a Death Hag or something here, but unfortunately not. But anyway, I want Rakarth to get the sword. That'll certainly make him a lot more fighty. I especially don't like how the Whip of Agony, it can only be used on non-lords and heroes, which I find completely ridiculous and silly. Like, I get it, it's supposed to be Rakarth being anti-large and going against the monsters, but so many enemy lords and heroes are on dragons or on the fanciest of mounts, and Rakarth can't use his special ability against them. I just find the very idea stupid, but whatever, it's fine. Now, when we draw the sword, when we draw the sword, that might make I mean, Malekith might have an issue with that. Hopefully we can properly align with him before them. He still hasn't done so, and he doesn't appear to be likely to join a Confed. Same with Harganeth over here, and I doubt Morathi is willing either. Oh, you're willing to defensive alliance, so you at least still like us. Maybe if Hellebron loses a bunch of battles, but then again, who are you guys fighting? I mean, Hellebron is fighting all the donut factions, which is great for us, but Naggarond really isn't fighting anybody except Naggareth. Maybe he'll lose a bunch of armies to Naggareth. I'm hoping that he declares war on Mazdamundi or something like that and then starts losing ground so we can force the Confederation, but I guess we'll see. Ultimately, it's not that important, even if we never do take those factions for ourselves, because we will have won the campaign after defeating the donut and after destroying the Reichland, I believe. I think that was part of it. We have to destroy Reichland for the victory, yeah. Now, we don't even have to destroy the donut. It's just something I feel like should be done. Anyway, I've talked too much. Let's attack Lyonesse. Let's see. And now the battle here... Ooh, yeah, I think this is going to be a cinematic battle. There's a lot of enemies on the field. It shouldn't be too difficult, I imagine, because our Harpies will go ham and just destroy all of these peasants. At least that's what's generally been happening. And I really don't see Adelard being any kind of comparison to the Red Duke in terms of fightiness, so Rakarth should have a good time one-on-oneing him. Other than that, they don't even have a lot of knights. This is a very peasant and infantry-heavy Bretonnian faction, interestingly enough, in terms of their armies, and their garrison as well. Just the one Knights of the Realm and the one Knights Errant. They do have... actually don't have as many bowmen as I thought they would either. Yeah, our Air Force is just going to be very, very good here. Anyway, let's see just how good, shall we? Alrighty, here we go. While I obviously don't expect the enemy to put too much of a fight in against us, as I've already noted, what I do want to see is that we have the Dark Conduit, right? We don't just have Black Arc support here, we have also have the Dark Conduit right still going, which means we can try a sort of warp bomb thing, like a warp bomb equivalent, by summoning, I would say, a Manticore, and then using a Dark Conduit in it in a blob. Maybe we'll send it against these guys, although I suppose we could do that with a dragon as well. Or we could try to send it against the artillery piece. I know that they have an artillery piece here somewhere. There we go. They only have the one, so it's not that threatening. But anyway, Speaking of threatening, all the enemy towers are higher level towers, and they do in fact outrange our Reaper bolt throwers, so therefore we will not be able to destroy them from the distance, and we will have to destroy them the old-fashioned way, which is to say not destroy them at all, but rather... Oh, whoops, I accidentally sent this thing again just to try to see if it could, at the end of the day, outrange it. But yeah, not destroy them, but rather clear out the walls, and then prevent them from firing. So, it looks like it'll be Rakarth and his Black Dragon friend going in first. These two will work together to clear the walls, and then I just want to see how different is Brachus compared to a regular Black Dragon. Brachus is a Black Dragon, right? But he seems a lot more blue in color than the regular Black Dragon does he not? It's more like a blue-gray dragon. Brachus is just that special. Alrighty, well, here we go. We are going to move in. I do want to get the breath out on these guys first, so let's watch that. It's a fairly large blob of enemy peasants after all. There we go. One breath, and that's how many bodies you have. Of course, it's always going to be more bodies when they are when the enemy's just non-elite infantry units, and I mean they're not elite, but they are high. They do have high veterancy, as we saw the battle pilgrims and the men-at-arms. They all had like gold rank veterancy, so that's pretty good. Anyway, we do have Black Arc support coming in. There's a paladin up here as well, and we're just going to destroy as much as we can. There we go. What I probably should have done is had the lightning target the field trebuchets instead. Oh, and it looks like we have Boudica coming in as well, casting her spells. Nobody else is getting ready to go yet, but we can clearly do a lot of damage with just these three, especially as it's sort of a fun little killing ground for them, as it's just peasants. They're gonna have a good time against all that. Alright, here we go. Dragons are fighting, jumping around like doggos, as I've compared in the Immer campaign. Ooh, there we go. I love watching the that particular ability. I always forget what the name is, but the one that looks like the Comet of Cassandora. It doesn't really do much damage at level 1. I miss Comet of Cassandora. Wish these guys would have access to it. Now, I believe that there was a paladin up here. Oh, it is indeed down there, and the dragons are both attacking it. Taking it. And it looks like the paladin is now down. Good job, Rakarth and not Brachus, but the other Black Dragon. It actually looked like the paladin fell off here, but it didn't. And there we go. What else do we have out here? A bunch more peasants. We are going to land among them, get a few more Black Arc support in. Oh, that's the highest damaging ability, as well as another Flock of Doom. Boudica's already output an insane amount of damage. Alright, that was pretty nice, and I do believe we have also this, the ability. There we go. The multiple blade wind ability. Especially good against these infantry units. Should be very nice, and look at that. That is so many units out of the picture now, and now that they're damaged and we suddenly have our Murderous Prowess available, just by virtue of the amount of peasants we killed, we get the Harpies in, and we start attacking all the extra units out here. The Crows of Cain are working by themselves, and because they are by far our best, well, Harpy unit, obviously, but more importantly, because they can regenerate, so we're not as afraid of sending them out to do their own thing, because they will get attacked by these other regular infantry and not just bowmen, so we do get them out before the knights hit them, though. We obviously don't want them to take a charge from a Knights Errant unit. Over here, though, the rest of these guys are all going to rout as they get surrounded by Harpies. It's just winged monstrosities attacking them right now, basically. Once again, really reminding me of Vampire Counts campaigns, but it's still quite fun. even if we don't use the terrestrial monsters. Well, I guess the Charybdis isn't actually a terrestrial monster, is it? It's a sea monster. There we go, there we go. And another one of these blade ones. Yeah, these things only have a 30-second cooldown. It's actually quite a nice item. In the meantime, oh wow, that was actually quite loud, wasn't it? How are we doing on this wall there, Mammoth? 9%. All right, you're gonna take a while, so we are going to do as much damage as possible with these guys. In fact, if Rakarth is done with these blobs of infantry, and considering, like, look how many of them are just dead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 are shattered. Another 12 are shattered. 13 are shattered. Well, I think this one's not shattered, but it's not coming back. Yeah, so like 15 units. Basically a stack with nothing but Rakarth, a few casts of magic, and the harpies in to clean them up. And here we go. This was my plan all along. I want to try that warp bomb ability or dark conduit ability with this guy. But also, we might as well get a fight going against the enemy lord with Rakarth, who is now a decent fighter and shouldn't be afraid of doing this. I want to see how that dark conduit works out as well. So let's see if we can't... watch all this. Well, can't hurt to pop some more Black Arc support. I really want to level up that Black Arc just so that we can get some proper mileage out of that. Would do a lot more damage, obviously, once we level it up. And there we go, these guys are gonna surround that Manticore, and there it is. Not quite as good as a Warp Bomb in terms of kills, but still does quite a lot of damage. The trebuchets are out of commission, a bunch of knights over here dead, and a bunch of infantry as well. The game's a little bit laggy on top of it. And it looks like the enemy lord, without doing much damage to Rakarth, I think he's done like 5 to maybe 10% damage, is just going to get wrecked here. Hey, don't you hit Brachus. Only Rakarth is allowed to do that. Okay, that's mean. Poor Brachus. I guess that's what the Whip of Agony is for. Unfortunate. Although maybe at this point, Brachus doesn't need the encouragement. Although Whiplash is a literal ability, so never you mind. Alrighty, and finally the Mammoth is through, and the terrestrial plus not-so-terrestrial monsters are gonna join the fray. Well, terrestrial, at least in the sense that they're not flying. Let's go with that. And I still don't know about Hydras. I feel like Hydras are aquatic because in some I've seen in some places that they're aquatic, but in Warhammer they might be purely terrestrial. I've never bothered to actually check what their proper environment is, and they're more just completely snake-like here. I mean, the Charybdis is obviously aquatic. It even has that swimming tail, and I mean, yeah, we know it's a sea monster. I am curious to look up what the Hydras in Warhammer are like, i.e., they're not. I don't. Do they live in Nagaron? Or do the Dark Elves have to sail out somewhere to capture them? And are they mutated chaos beasts, or are they not? They do seem to be more or less identical to each other and not full of chaos mutations. The Charybdis is also... The Charybdis is much more freaky. Like, if you said the Charybdis was a chaos mutation, I'd be like, yeah, that looks pretty chaos mutation-y. But the Hydras do look more or less like normal-ish creatures, well, minus the extra head or two. But otherwise, alright, so the cleanup crew has arrived and have taken out the remnants of the enemy units here, and I believe the battle is just about over. The enemy lord obviously went down. There's a giant pile of harpies killing the last remaining of the battle pilgrims that have not... oh man, that must be so horrifying. The giant host of harpies, completely surrounded, ripping everybody apart. Looks like just the one battle pilgrim left, and that was the last one. There we go. That should be the end of this battle, and indeed it is. It says it's a close victory. Somehow I doubt it. The auto resolve, of course, has a bad habit of lying about these things, but let's just see how much we did in terms of damage. I think the MVP is going to be Boudica because there was a lot of magic damage, especially when the enemies were blobbed up here. I really wish we could see, like, the damage that the Manticore did and then the Dark Conduit off of the Manticore. I really, really wish I could see just how much damage that particular move did, but oh well. It would also be kind of cool to fight up here, although actually, no, never mind, scratch that. I hate fighting in the woods. Ooh, but holding something like this, these gates here. Yeah, see, this would have been a cool fight. I feel like this is a waste. I mean, obviously the city battles I'm hoping will be better in general in the future, but yeah, imagine just like trying to hold this ground while the enemy tries to break through here in these choke points. That might be fun. You can't use artillery, and I guess even range units would be limited, so it would just be a ground assault, but it would make for a much longer battle we're trying to get through. But anyway, and yeah, and this would be like trying to break through to the main city, right? Although I guess this would be going to the Citadel, and this appears to be like going around. I don't know why it would have these like multiple gates like this. It's actually kind of a curious construction because it seems like it's within this enfolded wall, unless these things are supposed to protect individual like outer sections of the city. Like there's one here, maybe there's another one on the sides there. Although I can't quite see one, but it might have just not been animated or rendered or, you know, built. Yeah, I just really enjoy looking at these maps sometimes and thinking about how awesome it would be to just fight along, like, a lot of these areas would be some really cool fights. And what the hell is this supposed to be? Is this an old piece of elven? Huh. Like, is this even human? Is this a human tower? Or is this like an elven ruin? I just noticed that the stone is different, and I don't know what the hell that is supposed to be. Ah, well, there's some interesting stuff here. Some very interesting stuff. I would imagine that there are some former elven colonies around this area. Anyway, I've digressed way too long.
You fought well.
And there we go. I don't know about they fought well there, Rakarth. They didn't fight so well just because they had way too many infantry. That was never gonna go so well. Now, if they had, let's say, 5 units of Pegasus Knights, that could have been a decent threat, especially in the air. And even if they surrounded Rakarth, I feel like 2 units of Pegasus Knights could very heavily hurt him. Now, he did do 52k damage, which is pretty damn good. Most of that came, of course, from the breaths, but it doesn't compare to the another 125k damage coming out of Boudica's Soulblaze. She has a lot of magical artillery to bring to bear, and especially against infantry-heavy lineups like this, that just cleans house. Obviously, the Harpies cleaned up as usual. Monsters didn't get to play too much, unfortunately, because it took them a while to get it, because I wanted to clear out the walls before heading them in, so that they didn't take too much damage from those clockwork towers, or whatever the hell they end up firing, but... Anyway, it doesn't matter. We did it. Let's see. How many... Wait, do we get no... I'd really like the extra income, but I feel like Leonis is high enough level that we want to take it at a higher level, so yeah. Alright, let's do that. And we really don't want to stick around and do the public order. This place is already kind of screwy public order, just because of the not the attrition, the... What are they called? The corruption, attrition, close enough. Alrighty, so let's do that. Leonis has been destroyed, and no more Bretonnia for a while, I think, unless Carcassonne suddenly decides to declare war on us. Let us demand some highborn hostages, shall we? And I think, oh, we got some level ups as well, so let's take care of those in the meantime. Rakarth, get that blade shield almost to, let's see. Not quite, but getting close to matching melee attack and defense. I think we're out of melee defense upgrades, unfortunately, for Rakarth, and he'll have more melee attack from the Widowmaker as soon as he gets it. Now, you... Oh, right, we've basically gotten, like, nothing. You know what, you can have a Pigeon Plucker pendant just because you're in the air a lot. But yeah, we really haven't gotten too much out of the... various items. Alrighty, now let's see what we have here. Oh, you have buffs to Medusa. I did want Rakarth to get a Medusa. The Regiment of Renown Medusa. Right, there's like a, there's this one, the Siren of, oh right, Siren of Red Ruin. I remember I spent like the entire Malice campaign calling it the Sister of Red Ruin and just confusing myself. But yeah, I do want that in this army, not so much because it's necessary, just because I want Rakarth to have all the best of the monsters. Same with the Chill of Sontar, and same with Ravagers of Rakarth. The Scourge Runner chariots are called Ravagers of Rakarth. Okay, we can't not get that. They're called Ravagers of Rakarth. I mean, come on. Oh, I didn't even want a chariot in this army. Oh, damn. Yeah, we might have to get rid of a couple doggos. Unfortunate. I love these guys. They were the absolute stars of the campaign for like the first 10 or so episodes. And in pretty much every field battle, they clean house. And I kind of got attached to them. I don't want to delete them. I know I'll keep 2, but I guess we'll get rid of a couple. And I don't want to get rid of the harpies because they're really quite good. And they're free. But yeah, we need to make room for, let's say, 1, 2. I do want the Dread Knights. And then 3, and then 4. So we'll have to do 2 harpies and 2 giant. You know what? Let's do 2 harpies and 2 giant wolves. I think are gonna have to go. Oh wow, but that's not enough because we still want to get 4. Oh wait, 5 rather. The feral carnosaur, 6 the feral steg, and then 7. Another set of Dread Knights. You know what? I think we're not going to bother with the Chariot. It's not really adding anything to this army. And we will have to get rid of this Reaper Bolt Thrower. I mean, I like having it, just because Rakarth does give it a special buff with the Suppress thing, but it's really not needed. We don't really use them in field battles, and the only reason I keep them around is to take out wall towers, but clearly, as we saw in that battle, it's not really necessary to our winning, but hey, whatever. Alrighty, now you leveled up. Do we get you even more magical artillery? I kind of do want to get Pan's Impenetrable Pelt just to pop it on Rakarth on occasion, so let's get at least 1 point in there. We'll get Promises of Beauty for our eventual 1 unit of Bloodrack Medusae, but you know what? It's worth it. Probably Slaughter for Kane, or maybe Demonic Whispers, I don't know. We do want Potent more or less just because we want to get Onslaught, because we have a lot of monsters that could benefit from it. And we have 15 points, so I think we're okay. This is going to cost like 6 rather. 6, and then we'll have 10 to play around with. Yeah, I think that's fine. Let's, even if we get the, well, I definitely want the Word of Cain, and probably the Word of Hecate as well. We do use Transformation of Kadon quite a bit, especially with that Warp Bomb thing that we got going on with the Dark Conduit whenever we have it up, so... anyway. 2 turns until we can get another Black Art going. Ooh, let's get the slaves that we need to summon it, though. Gotta make sure to do that. Ooh, hello, Arnau. You are upgradable now. You are upgradable Arnau. Oh, I'm such an idiot. Okay, let's just upgrade you. Okay, let's see, Shakara. Ooh, I believe you're gonna have yourself a fight. I am willing to bet that they're going to sally out. I don't know for sure, as I've said before, but I just get that feeling. And yeah, let's keep moving you out here. Are you ready to start? You know, yeah, well, let's start building your Black Ark Corsairs. I want you sailing out and, at the very least, grabbing a bunch of these Skull Islands and stuff, getting the money from them, and getting the XP from all these free battles. Might as well. Plus, it'll help you, you know, feel good about yourselves, instead of just sitting there in port doing nothing. It's not the Druchii way, or at least not the Lowborn way, and all of the Black Ark Corsairs will be a Lowborn. End turn, please. I didn't forget anything like a hero moving or something like that, whatever. Clan Arictus is fighting Middenland. Aren't you guys way too far away from each other to fight? I really don't know why the AI does this sometimes. Just completely random war decks that have nothing to do with anything. And where are you going? Huh. It looks like a Scourge of Cain is still fighting out here. I'm surprised they've lasted this long. I'm really surprised that these guys didn't sally out. I was betting on them doing so, but apparently they are just willing to die. I guess we could just sit here for a couple turns and auto-resolve them to death. Well, that's fine, because we need to buff up this army anyway before it gets into a proper fight. I would have liked to have fought them in the field, just because I thought it would be an incredibly difficult fight that we were unlikely to win, but if they don't want to, they don't want to. We'll just use the army as a support for Rakarth as we move southwards. It's not like we can conquer the entire donut with a single... with a single army. Alright, let's upgrade you. We need to get these Dark Elf Manors here. You're already in the proper stance. Just want to double check that you are as well. Yeah, okay. Let's see. We got a tech coming up. What is this? Purge the Weak. Swell. Swell. We like doing that sort of thing. Ooh, yeah, we gotta get Daylight denied ASAP. And I guess some of this upkeep reduction for Harpies. Well, that'll help. Oh, right, we got the Sneaky Spider Boys. Vanguard deployment for all monsters from Monster Pens. That's actually not a bad option here. It's not a bad option at all. Yeah, so because now what I'm thinking is Vanguard deployment for all monsters would sort of negate the need for the giant wolves. And yes, I'll keep 2 once again, but it'll definitely allow us to delete the other 2. But what units would be ideal for their role? I mean, or to support them, rather. I mean... yeah, we only have feral cold ones here. And I do want a couple units of Dread Knights because Rakarth buffs them, but... yeah, there's definitely some considerations. Alrighty, let's upgrade stuff. Let's keep moving. You, Castle of Baston. Oh, you're gonna rebel at this rate. Let's get you a torture post. There you go. Prevent that rebellion. What else do we got here? You are dropping. Oh, it's because our right is finished, right? The one that was giving us good stuff. That's fine. That's fine. Oh, we need to get you torture post as well. Well, you should be able to upgrade to level 2 reasonably soon, so it shouldn't matter that much. Baston, we already know why you're unhappy, but let's get you this Dark Elf residences so we can level you up faster. Forest of Arden. I am not surprised that you're losing public order. Let's just get this... let's get this upgrade here for now. Oh, wait, Karond. Get this pottery upgrade, a little bit more money, a little bit more cash. There's a lot of good stuff here to build, although I don't remember what I was going to build here. Maybe a black road just for increased money, because the province does make a decent amount of provinces. Alternatively, we could start on a couple of military buildings. I know I wanted to build a Shrine of Cain here. And another thing I wanted to do was we wanted to get some other heroes on the field. Get some more sorceresses. Yeah, we're not really stealing any tech, which is a big issue. We're at 100% research rate. If we keep at 100%, it's going to take absolute ages until we've researched everything. So I feel like stealing tech is necessary, which means some sorceress abodes are necessary. They're ludicrously expensive, of course, but hey. Oh, we should be able to get it. Do we get the Altar of Cain here, though, or do we get it somewhere else? The thing about Altars of Cain is you want them pretty much everywhere, just to get maxed out Cainite Assassins and Death Hags, but also they provide the public order and stuff everywhere near, +3 in adjacent provinces, and of course the Dark Elves generally have issues with public order. Alright, well, anyway, I was about to say let's and anyway at the same time, and I'm going with anyway. I actually kind of like that, so it's going to be my new word. Anyway, we're out of money now. Let's see. You, Rakarth, are not hurt at all, so you can actually start moving out to Mistnar already. That's nice. Let's get you to it.
Born to command.
Move in. Oh, hopefully Dastan doesn't... Oh, he's right in range to attack, because it would be really funny if he did. That'd be a hard fight. He has some nasty troops in his little rogue fleet, doesn't he? Alright, well, it'll be a fun time if he does so. Phidian, you're just around here to level up, aren't you, buddy? Hey, Wolfric, you are, doing your thing. Who are you at war with out here? Everybody. You're at war with everybody. Oh, wow, what the hell happened to you? 3 Marauder champions and you by yourself. Level 21, not bad though. Okay, well, I guess you gotta keep leveling. Karabberg cannot be searched. Let's get back to Altdorf. We still need to make another army to destroy Reichland. And let's just keep leveling. Yeah, please don't die. There we go. That didn't level yet, did it? Okay. Why am I leveling you again? Oh, because I want Grandmaster before we move you out. Yes, okay. That makes sense. You also are going to replace him as the scout, so just keep moving on down there. And I believe with that, we are done.
The ocean's bounty fascinates.
Yeah, ocean's bounty, blah, 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 blah. Alright, let's end the turn. Unfortunately, we are quickly running out of time on this episode, but I do want to see if anything interesting happens. Oh, hello, if it isn't Harganeth. They have landed. I guess they're going to try to help us out. Elysia got sacked instead of attacked, and you're attacking Mistnar. Why? You will never take it, not with that pathetic army. Why would you siege it? Oh, what a waste of time. Now Rakarth's going to have to wait. Alright, well, he can land a Torquerali instead then. Purge of the Week is done. Sacrifice to Mathland is ready to be performed, but we need the slaves to actually get it going. Admiral Bayerchul, you go. Oh, okay, yeah, full extra movement range is fine. Wait a second, what? Wait, what? Spend multiple turns at sea. Aren't Black Arcs...
What now?
Are you in this territory? You're in Mousillon right now, right? So you're not technically at sea, you're in the harbor. Okay, fair enough. Would you even gain sea legs in a Black Arc? It should be so big that you can't feel the ocean. Like, if you could keep your lunch down whilst everyone around you is losing theirs and the Navy is the place for you. Yeah, see, so, like, it's literally gaining your sea legs, i.e. being used to being on a boat. But an admiral of a Black Arc is essentially sitting in a fortress that just happens to float, right? So, I don't know about that. That's okay. Alright, let's... Oh, we can't land in Torquerolli in a single turn, can we? And if we were to land here, that wouldn't help either. Alright. Let's try to land here. Let's see what we're looking at. We can raid it for a turn, I guess. I don't think we can attack it, can we? Oh, we can land.
Carnage and bloodshed awaits. I agree.
But then Sarah would probably move into Torquerolli. There's nobody else here. And I still want you to defeat Eltharion. Oh, the problem is, if Sarah tries to attack won't matter. This army's screwed anyway. Really dislike how they didn't want to sally out, but if they want to die to a siege, they're perfectly welcome to. Alright, how much money will we get for this? More importantly, we'll get 1,000 slaves. You know what, yeah, we'll do this for one turn. I want the 1,000 slaves so that we can summon a Black Arc next turn. That makes a lot of sense to me. And then you're probably going to die attacking this with this pathetic little army. Like, what the hell? Mistnar should just be able to sally out and kill you. And then we'll take Mistnar off of these guys after. Now, how many territories do you guys have? It's just these two. So Cathik will be dead. We'll destroy them very, very easily. And we'll destroy Trace as well. Alright, that's looking pretty good. We got some level ups. I'll take care of those between the episodes. Not really important right now. Phidian, now you've leveled up? Now you've leveled up, really? Alright, one more level and you're good to go, buddy. You don't even need immortality because you're just going to go and increase slave income everywhere. I guess we can go for... None of these really matter if we're just going for Grandmaster, so yeah, just do that. Just do that and go to Aelhart and level there. And who do we have here? Humphrey von Wolfen, you are nobody. Whoa, 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 oh damn, there's a hero here who is level... No, it's only level 11. Shouldn't be a big deal. Unlikely to be able to kill you. Alright, one more level and you're good to go. Okie dokie, and Foros, you keep moving out here. Almost ready to scout. We'll land at Marienburg instead of down here, I think, just because we can move into Aelhart. Oh, we'll probably have to annihilate, or assassinate, rather. Assassinate this guy just so he doesn't kill Foros before he can level up. And yeah, I'll do it like that. Okay. Okay, that's looking good. We do have some money to spend. Alright, I think we'll take one more turn, but we are out of time. Let's just make sure Paravant is upgraded with a cattle ranch for that extra growth and the upkeep reduction. Well, it doesn't really help us, but at the extra growth at the very least. We gotta get the watchtowers up. Quenelle, your watchtowers... Oh, well, that's where we were building watchtowers, yeah. We gotta get watchtowers up everywhere, essentially. Aquitaine... can't afford it yet. Okay. That'll be fine. We gotta get these everywhere here, because Bretonnia's gonna get attacked by something. Maybe it'll be the Wood Elves. I don't want it to be the Wood Elves, because I'm hoping to ally with Durthu at the very least, but he doesn't appear to want to do it. What if we say we'll join war against Reichland? No, still no non-aggression pact. Shame. Hopefully they don't just jump out and start taking our territories, but if they do, we at least want them defended like this. Okay. Okay, can we end the turn? Do we have any money to spend on anything? Well, let's just upgrade you for a little bit more cash, and I believe that ends it. I do want to check if anything's about to rebel. You, Baston. You're getting closer to rebelling, but I think the torture posts will fix that up for you. Ooh, Leoness. You are very much likely to rebel because of your insane amounts of corruption. Oh, and it's evened out. We need a Shrine of Cain here. Yeah, no, this place... Oh, actually... Maybe we just allow this place to farm rebellions. They'll attack Leoness, then we'll destroy them, and we'll be able to take a bunch of free slaves. Not entirely sure how you can take zombie slaves, but if anybody can figure it out, it's the Dark Elves. Alright, broken by the lash through to daylight denied for us. And there's other good stuff in here, but ooh. Reaper Bolter or upgrades. Useful. But yeah, I just want the extra money. Because, wait, I forgot about Sneaky Spider Boys. I can't believe I forgot about Sneaky Spider Boys. Alright, I'm going to ignore the unassigned skill points. We're going to end turn. I haven't given any gifts to any factions in a while, so I think I'll do that next turn, but I'll do it between the episodes. I just want to end this turn to see if anything interesting happens. I doubt that it will. But now that we've landed on the donut, we'll leave it to next episode. You, Wolfric, you want a military alliance now. Straight up military alliance. Your strength tech is 39 now. The hell? How did you lose so much territory? No, you haven't lost territory. You appear to have just lost armies. That's swell, buddy. It's swell, but, You know what? I'm gonna wait on this once again. We'll probably do it. Oh, he doesn't like us a little bit. Probably because of all the great power. Yeah. But we do have a defensive alliance. You know what? I'd rather keep it defensive. I'd rather keep it defensive. Yeah, there we go. There's that loss at Misnar that I was looking for, and then we can attack them next turn. Alrighty. Well, that worked out, and we got our slaves. I think that should be enough for a new Black Ark, unless I'm mistaken. It'll completely cripple our slave income, but I think it'll be worth it. Ooh, and we gotta get... Oh, damn. We gotta get the Sacrifice to Authority going as well, and honestly the Convocation of Hunters, but I mean, I guess this is more important, isn't it? Let's do it right now. Let's do it right now. Alrighty, like so, and there goes about 3k or so money, but we'll get ourselves another Black Ark. Camring, you're the new one around. There you go. Raise the banners. The banners have been raised completely necessarily. And that's 3 now. Perfect. Alrighty, so with that, unfortunately, I am going to call it. The Black Arks are going to have to keep building, and and this is another reason why we want to proceed with our research, i.e. Daylight denied. I.e. proceed with getting upgrades, because every single one gives an extra 3 growth to the Black Arks, which will make them go faster, and it'll be a bunch of cheap mobile forces that we can get helping us out. Unfortunately, we are going to have to wait on that. Now, before I end this episode, I just want to check, what do we get for conquering Secrets of the Asor? Here we go. Occupied Lothern gives us ward save plus 10 for all monsters. That's insane. And Gaean Vale gives us 20% magic resistance for all monsters. Yeah, that's quite nice as well. Basically, it makes every Hydra a Spellthirster Hydra, even though I don't think Spellthirster Hydras are actually in the game, even though it feels like they should be. They have 10 natural magic resistance. I guess it's just something that that was never added. I really find that odd, personally. Or maybe it's there and they're there and I haven't noticed them, like another legendary unit or something like that. What does Ogham Stones give again? No, that doesn't actually give us anything. In terms of, oh, I just realized you are upgradable now. Conquata, go to the next level. We have to get the Ogham Stones to max level before we can win the campaign, so we really got to focus on that. Plus, I do want to delete this Estates of the Masters, but more importantly, this will open up 2 more slots, which means more slave income. Alright, gotta keep an eye on that, and gotta start building up Admiral Movar. Anyway, lots and lots of stuff to do. Donut Conquest begins next time, where we will attack... Why did you go out to sea? What the hell is wrong with you? Wait, if you're out to sea, are you just gonna sail out of Mousillon and attack Mousillon? Oh, that'll be annoying. It has no walls and has a very weak garrison. Damn. That would be really, really annoying. Hopefully he'll try to defend Misnar from Rakarth instead, but I guess we'll have to see next time. So with that said, as always, I do appreciate any and all feedback that gets to the gameplay or the way I do things on this channel. If you have a second one, one more turn until this is done, I think. Or we could auto-resolve it immediately. I'll think about it. Blah, 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 whatever I was saying. All glory to the algorithm. I keep getting distracted today, and thanks for watching.